Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto units have been extremely popular lately, but what if you don't want to spend a lot of money on yours? Well, today we are checking out this Cosuvow 7-inch unit to see if a sub $100 unit can deliver. Let's check it out. Unboxing this unit, we saw that we don't get a lot of accessories, and that's kind of awesome in my opinion. You're not wasting money on stuff you're not going to be using, but do note you don't have a bracket, for example, for attaching to a windshield or something like that. This is the only way of getting this installed. The nice thing is that this base is adjustable, so you just undo this little lever right here, right there. So you undo the lever, and then you can adjust it however you like. Set it up and then lock it in place. Pretty cool idea, and it works really well. On the back here we do have a bit of a bulge, but it makes it pretty stable when you have it down, so it's not going to be moving around. So it doesn't bother me too much. We have a little speaker here, we have a USB port, auxiliary out, we have a reset button, AV in, so you can attach a backup camera to this, which is not included. You can buy that separately. And of course we have the power in. So that's going to be the USB-C power adapter that came with the unit. On the top we have a power button and we have a TF or micro SD card slot there as well. The screen looks very nice, nicely built, so it feels pretty solid in hand. This is pretty much plastic, obviously. It is an IPS screen with 1024 by 600 pixels resolution. So not the highest resolution, but it is IPS, so it look pretty nice. Anyway, let me get this installed here, plug it in, and then see how easy it is to set up your phone, as well as how easy it is to use. So let's do that. All right, so as you can see, installing this was super easy. It only takes maybe 30 seconds, and within 5 seconds it boots up. So that's pretty quick. And we're right away presented with a few different items. On the left here we have a music player. So if you don't want to connect your phone for some reason, you can plug in a micro SD card with music on it and it will play it. So that's pretty handy. You have your Bluetooth menu right here, so you can do the same thing. You can play music directly to the unit, which can then send it to your car, so that's an option as well. But of course, this is more about Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and maybe mirroring your phone if that's what you're into. The top right corner here, we have a couple of icons indicating Bluetooth status as well as the audio. So it's showing that it's going through the speaker at the moment. We have a couple buttons at the bottom, back, home, and settings. In the settings, we have languages. So if you need to change the language, that's possible here as well. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth options. So if you'd like to remove your phone from this device, you can just go in here and remove it. And then we get to the audio options. So we have in-car Bluetooth. So what this will do is actually take one connection connected to this device. Your phone will connect to this, and then the other Bluetooth connection will connect to the car. So you get audio directly going to the car, but everything's displayed on this device right here. So you can, of course, enable that, or if you like, you can do auxiliary output. So you just plug in a standard 3.5mm auxiliary cable, and that's how you'll get the best audio quality. So I would recommend using auxiliary if you have that, otherwise Bluetooth. If not, we can also do FM, which is kind of awesome because you can do that on any vehicle that has an FM radio. You can change date and time, brightness, and right here, so you can change brightness, enable night mode, simple things like that. Reverse mode, so this does have a reversing camera capability, which is not included, but you can add that if you like, and you can adjust some of the settings. Of course, we can factory reset it, and that's basically it. Anyway, that's not what we're here to see. Let's connect the phone and see how easy it is to use and how easy it is to connect. So what I'm going to do is just go to Apple CarPlay. Tell me to connect to this Bluetooth on my phone. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in here, click on this device. Let's give it a second. And just like that, it's done. So it took maybe seconds for it to configure. What we're doing here is we are configuring this device to work with this unit. So next time you turn on the car, this will boot up in 5 seconds, and then right after it will automatically connect to your phone. You don't have to do this every single time. This is just a setup, but it shows you how easy the setup is. And of course, once you have Apple CarPlay, it's the same as you've seen on pretty much any device, any vehicle that you've ever seen that has Apple CarPlay. Standard stuff. You can do your phone, music, maps, messaging, whatever you like. Of course, messaging is going to be audio only, so this is a safe unit. It's not going to allow you to watch YouTube and things like that unless you do AirPlay, which I'll show you in just a little bit, and we'll see how that works. You can do audiobooks, and of course, if you like, you can do, you can have a bunch of other different apps in here. You can do Pandora, Google Maps, Spotify, PlugShare, Waze, YouTube Music. So any apps that support Apple CarPlay, you can use on this device. So for example, we can go to Waze right here. And there you go, we have the map just come up just like that. Of course, if we want to split it both ways, so we can have, for example, map on the left, we can have our search bar at the top, and we can have music on this side. Or you can just click on that and go straight to music and hit play. So now it's playing music out of the speaker in the back because we haven't enabled the connection to the car yet. So let's do that next. And to be very clear, yes, you can use Apple Maps if you like, or if you like Google Maps, you can do that as well. You can switch to different audio apps, things like that. So very standard Apple CarPlay stuff. How is the screen? Pretty good. There's a tiny bit of delay when you're switching the screens, but that's pretty standard on Apple CarPlay in general. But if we want to go back to the main screen, we're just going to hit home. All right, so how do you actually connect this device to the car? Well, as I mentioned, you can do auxiliary. So if you go and get a cable, plug it in. The cable's not included, at least it wasn't included with mine, but you can just plug it directly into the car, and there you go. Your audio is going to be going straight there. What I'm going to show you is how to connect it through FM transmitter. So I'm just going to go in here, and then on my car, I'm going to go to radio. So my car is preset right now to 89.9. We're going to do the same here. So I'm going to turn on the FM transmitter, go to 89.9, and as you can see, the hissing has gone away. So if I'm going to turn it off, hiss from the radio, and now it's actually transmitting this to the car. Of course, there will be some background noise. It is FM and it is transmitting audio through FM, so you will have some noise, but it should work. So if we're going to go back to Apple CarPlay, we're going to select one of the, let's say, play some music from here. And now it's playing through the car. So yes, there is a little bit of hiss. You can, of course, play with different stations to see how well those work. Some will be less busy than others, and you know, they might sound better. Of course, also depends on how well the FM receiver works on your car. Okay, so if we go back, we can try the other way. So if we go home, I'm going to turn this down so I don't get copyright strikes. And if we go back here, we can try the Bluetooth option as well. So we're going to go to option, we're going to go in car Bluetooth, turn that on. So it says it's going to disconnect and reconnect from the actual phone. That's fine. Now it's enabled. Okay, we have been reconnected to Apple CarPlay. All right, on my car, I'm going to go to multimedia, and we're going to select my phone. Once I connect my phone to the car's Bluetooth right here, so see it says right there it's connected, we are sending the audio from the phone to the car, but we have this display to show us the maps and everything else. So we can go back right here, and we can see that everything that's being played through the car is actually displayed on here. So we have this display, we have the source for audio and everything else coming through here and to the car at the same time. Really nice. This is kind of a premium feature in my opinion, so I'm very impressed that this device actually has it. And now it's playing through the car, and it's perfect audio. There is no hiss, there's no delay, there's nothing. It works really nicely. So that's very impressive that this unit can actually support this feature. Most other units that are under $100 don't. I know some of you might be asking, why would you want this device instead of just using your phone? And well, it's a lot safer. First of all, you can have this big map and navigations and everything else on a nice 7-inch display instead of your phone. Second of all, you can't use your phone while driving, so this is, you know, more legal in a way. Of course, you want to mount it in a spot where, you know, it's not going to be on top of anything or not in front of the airbags like I have here. I'm just doing this for demonstrational purposes only. Of course, in your car, if you don't have a central display, you can just put it in the middle on top. This sticky stuff is really good, so it should be able to, you know, just hold on there, and there you go. One negative that I see is that it's not easily removable. So if you don't live in the best of neighborhoods and you need to remove it every night, that might be a little bit difficult, or at least I don't see a way of detaching it easily. So that's something to keep in mind. As far as the resolution, I was worried just a little bit that it might be too low for this unit. It's not HD, but honestly, it doesn't look half bad. It looks pretty good, especially for this size. I think if you're going to be sitting 2 feet away from this unit, it works just fine. There is one last feature that I wanted to show you guys, and that's going to be Apple AirPlay. I know some of you are going to be very excited about this because you can actually play videos and things like that while, you know, somebody else is driving. So it tells you to turn on Wi-Fi on your phone. So I'm going to have my personal hotspot turned on right here. Then we're going to connect to that personal hotspot on this device. So we're going to turn on the Wi-Fi and connect to this device. I'm gonna blur some of this out. Okay, once we are connected, we're gonna go back and see what the other instructions were in there. So now it says, okay, once it's connected, we can go and stream to this device. So we're gonna go screen mirror, click on this light link right here. Let's see, and there you go. We are now mirroring this device to this unit, right? So what does that give you? Well, you get to basically do whatever you want. So this allows you to mirror your phone to this device. So for example, you can go to YouTube and play a video. So right now it's playing actually through the speaker since I disconnected the Bluetooth from the car. But there you go. So you can see that it's mirroring my phone onto this device. Pretty cool. Of course, there will be a tiny bit of a delay since it's sending it wirelessly, but not bad at all. And it looks pretty good. It's not full screen, but you can do the same thing with, let me pause this. You can do the same thing with Netflix or Hulu or whatever you want. So if you want to install one of these for your kids in the back, you can then stream cartoons or something like that to your kids in the back, and you can see exactly what they're doing by just looking at your phone. Pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, this little device does a lot, and I am pretty impressed that it can do all of these items for under $100. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to say about this unit. If you liked it, let me know down in the comments below. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And if it's something that I can test, do let me know, and I will be able to test that in the next couple of weeks after I might be busy with some other projects. But yeah, let me know. And yeah, it does everything you'd expect from a unit like this for a very reasonable price. And it's going to work on basically any vehicle, any older vehicle that has an FM station, Bluetooth, or an auxiliary port. Pretty cool. And of course, you can check out the links down in the description if you'd like to purchase one for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.